Hey, good morning, friends. Thanks for joining me. This is Melanie Brown with Motivated by More, and we are going to jump right in and get started with a 20-minute HIIT workout. Today, you are going to need a set of dumbbells. I encourage you to have 2 sets if possible, or you can have a set and then realize the other part would either be done with tubing or body weight. So we're going to be alternating 2 different moves, a cardio and strength move back and forth, but let's just get our body started and get a warm up as we get moving this morning. All right, feet are hip distance apart. I just want you to start out with pulling those heels to your butt. A little bit of a warm up. Music up a little bit louder. Come on, pull those heels up. Good job. Warm it up. I feel like I need it today. Knees forward. If you're not ready for the arms, just lift it up here. Four, 3, 2, let's take it to a little jump rope. Or march in place. Whichever works better for you. Jack it out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 2, 1. Feet are wide, lunges side to side. Quick little warm up here. Pull it to the side, reach down, pull back. Open up that shoulder, sink into that heel. Last one, other side. Pull back. Good work. 3, 2, 1. Take the arms forward and back, and then big circles. Core is tight, so if you need to plant your feet, that's okay too. Or you can move. Take them backwards. Warm up the upper body. Forward a little bit bigger. Come on. Activate those shoulders. Pause, switch directions. Pause, now big circles. Watch things above your head. Switch it up. All right, are we ready to rock and roll? I feel warmed up. I hope you are too. Grab your set of dumbbells. Our first 2 moves, let me just make a little adjustment here. There we go, the lights were shining bright and my board was there was a glare there. So the first one we're gonna do is a squat curl. All right, so we've got a squat curl. Grab your dumbbells. I'm gonna grab 15s for this one. And we're gonna go into a squat, and as we come up, it's a bicep curl. So it's a squat, a dumbbell squat, bicep curl. Okay, we've got 30 seconds of that. And we'll put our weights down, no break. We just jump right into that next move. And the next move is fast feet. So you're gonna count 8 times here, touch the ground, squat jump. So 8 here, squat jump. Modification, you just march in place, and then you squat, reach, okay? So those are our first 2 moves. 30-30, 2 rounds, no breaks. We'll take a 30-second break after that one, and then I'll introduce you to the next 2 rounds. All right, are you ready? Let me get our timer ready to rock and roll. Okay, grab those weights for our squat curl. Are you ready to go? We are going to build muscle and burn fat with this HIIT workout. Halfway. Come on, squat, curl. Notice when I come up to curl, my foundation is firm. I'm not using momentum or rocking, isolating that bicep. Weights down and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Squat jump. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Go, 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 go. Halfway. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Grab your waist. No rest. Here we go. Squat curl. I'm so proud of you for showing up today. Woo! Come on. Almost there. Weights down. Fast speed squat jump. Come on. Woo! Come on, let's go. Faster, faster, faster. Halfway. It's good. Woo! Catch your breath. Our next 2 moves. Good work. I'm going to grab a lighter set of weights for this one. We're doing combination moves today. So it's a reverse lunge with a side raise. Let me show you a couple options here. Catch my breath. So it's a reverse lunge. So it's a step back, side raise. All right, so here's option number 1. Okay, option number 2, a more advanced approach. Step back and lift at the same time. Okay, weights will go down. We go right into a star jack. Touch. All right, so here's option 1. Another option with this. Okay, or you can do a touch and a jump. Touch and a jump. Okay, so a couple different options. From regular, low impact, high impact. You choose. 30 seconds each move. Still trying to catch my breath. That was a good one. And we'll go 2 rounds through. Are you ready? All right. We've got just a few seconds before we begin. Come on. Grab those dumbbells.
3,
I'm going with 10s.
1. Exercise 6.
Step back, side raise. Working legs and shoulders. Come on. Good form. Slow and steady.
3, 2, 1.
Weights down. Star jack. Remember your modifications.
That's halfway.
Halfway. on, you do you. Let's go.
That's halfway.
Halfway, come on. Let's go, let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Rest.
Exercise 1.
Woo. Grab a swig of water. 2 circuits done. Good work. We got 3 to go. 3 circuits to go. Next 2 moves. I'm going to go a little bit heavier on the next move. Going back to my 15s. When I share my weights and what I'm using, that is not for comparison. It's for information's sake. It is for you to kind of gauge, okay, is she going heavier? Is she going lighter? But you do you. You got to figure out what's right for you. How are you feeling today? There are days when I can use my 18s. Today, I'm using my 15s a lot lately. I've been using my 15s more. I just feel a little more tired than normal, even though I'm getting good sleep. So, that's called obedience and respect for my body. I'm going to use 15s. I'm not going to let my flesh say, but Melanie, you've done it before. And I'm not going to shame myself or guilt myself or shoulda or coulda or woulda. I'm just going to embrace, I can use 15s. That was a goal of mine a year and a half ago, and now they're my regulars. So, praise be to God for that. Okay, so our next 2 moves. The first move is a strength move, and it is a lunge forward with a shoulder press. So, hold your weights here. You can do your front lunge, come here, shoulder press. Front lunge, come here, and shoulder press. Or a combination, more advanced move, you drive up, as you step out, push off of that front heel. Okay? So you choose which one is better for you. If you feel like your balance is off with your lunges, then just practice this, no weights at all. The longer lever increases the intensity, the level of difficulty. So you adapt as needed. And then the other move, our cardio move, taking you to the floor for mountain climbers. 30 seconds of mountain climbers. Step in, bringing that knee in, quick switch, or slowly pedaling it in. If getting down on the floor, back up isn't your game today, you do this right here, okay? All right? If that bothers your wrist, you take it to high knees right here. If you need the intensity, but not the compact on the wrist, you do standing high knees, okay? Are we ready? Grab those weights of yours. 10 seconds before we begin. Lunges with shoulder press, one of my favorite moves.
3, 2.
Here we go, folks.
Exercise 2.
Good work.
That's halfway.
Proud of you guys for showing up. Come on.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go down to the floor. Mountain climbers, go. Come on.
That's halfway.
Halfway. Let's go, let's go. Get your heart rate up.
3, 2.
Take it up.
Exercise
Lunge
3.
with shoulder press. Jump right back into it. You're doing great.
That's halfway.
We're almost there.
3, 2, 1.
Weights down.
Exercise 4.
Mountain climbers. Let's go. 2 to go. All right, next 2 moves. We're gonna go back down to the floor for a plank row. So grab your dumbbells. Grab your dumbbells. We're gonna take it to the floor and you're gonna do a plank row. Now if you have dumbbells with flat sides on the edges, you can use 2 dumbbells, as I am doing here today, or just use 1. So I will show you 2 different ways. So we're here in plank, straight line, butt's not sticking up in the air, keeping it nice and straight, plank row. All right, you only have 1 dumbbell. Hands are on the floor. You're gonna grab that dumbbell, row it, put it on the floor, and switch. And try not to shift the hips too much. Now, if you need to stand to do this because the quick of getting up and down isn't good for you today, grab 1 dumbbell. First round, I want you to do it right here, 1 side. Second round, you'll go to the other side, okay? And then we're gonna do a sumo squat jump. So our second move, wide stance, feet are slightly angled out. Squat jump here, okay? All right, are you ready? I'm gonna grab a quick drink. We're ready to rock and roll. Got the music going. Taking it to the floor. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, go. Reset the core. Don't use momentum. Core is strong. Then we work the back. Take it up. Sumo squat jumps. Modification is here. Take out the jump, okay? You can even add power without leaving the ground, okay? Come on, folks. Always a modification. Always welcome at my table. To the floor. Here we go. If you're doing standing rows, you're doing the other side now. Sumo squat jumps. Come on.
That's halfway.
Halfway, folks. You do you. You determine the intensity and the speed. I'm showing you all kinds of modifications.
Yes.
Give yourselves a hand. We have 1 more. I sure hope I'm not the only one sweating right now. It is hot in here today. We are working hard. All right, so grab a water if you need it. And then your weights. You're gonna wanna go heavy, so we're gonna do deadlifts. Okay, so we're gonna do a deadlift and an upright row. Another combo move. Getting 2 for 1 today. Who doesn't love a BOGO sale? Deadlift, upright row. That's the name of the game right here. Deadlift, upright row. Okay, so in my deadlift, there's a hinge in my knee. I'm leaning forward with my hips. Someone's pulling me from behind, and as I come up, I'm trying to not thrust and squeeze and arch my back, but use my hips to push forward. At the very top, I squeeze my butt, I reset, and go again. So when you're squeezing your butt, then you're doing your upright row, okay? So if that move is too much for you, break it down. Do first round deadlifts, second round upright rows, okay? 2 separate moves. We're gonna join them together to increase the level of intensity and to get more for our dollar. But if you need to break them up so you can focus on form first, that is good, and you do that. Second move is a crisscross squat. So it's down, crisscross, down, crisscross. Modification, squat, tap it out to the side. Squat, sweep and tap. 2 moves, 30-30, no breaks. And then I have a little treat for you at the end. Are you ready? Grab those weights. Deadlift upright row. Ready, set, go. You're on. Deadlift upright row, here we go. Squeeze at the top. Bring those hips forward.
That's halfway.
Weights to the ground. Squat crisscross. Good job, good job. Come on. Halfway. Good work.
3, 2, 1.
Grab your weights. Deadlift upright row.
That's halfway.
Almost there. Weights down. Come on. Come on, you guys. Almost there. All the way to the end. 10 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Woo!
Exercise 4.
High fives. Nice work. You guys have done amazing today. And as promised, I've got 5 minutes of core right here. I told you I had something extra. So if you're like, today I don't need extra, then you do you, and you begin your recovery. But if you want to stick around with me for 5 minutes, let's drop to the floor and let's get serious on some core work. So we're going to work our core, upper and lower obliques, and your back and glutes. All right, so you just need some space, a mat. If you still have one of your dumbbells nearby, grab it. Because we are going to get started with some core work. 5 moves, 45 seconds on each move. Okay, so 45 seconds, that might be a long time for you. Like I said earlier, you control the speed at which you go at. You control the intensity. And if you need to take a break, reset, stretch out those muscles, and then go again, that is good. You just keep doing you, okay? So here we go, you guys. The first move, grab that dumbbell. We're going to do a curl or a crunch press. So you're going to take it all the way down to the mat, feet are on the floor, and you're going to crunch up and press up with that dumbbell. All right? So you're going to come all the way up, crunch and press. The modification, get rid of the dumbbell, okay? Practice coming up and reaching without the dumbbell. Or I want you to take it all the way to the mat here and put your hands on your thighs, slide up and reach to your kneecaps, and then lower. Slide up and lower. Now I do know that there are probably some of you who doing crunches on your back are not good for you. And if that is you, one move that you could do right now is as you're standing, we've done this before, wring the air out of your lungs. Wring the water out of a towel. You know how you twist and you try to get all the water out of it? So feet are firm, knees are soft. Inhale here, hands are behind your head, just softly touching the back of your head. You inhale as big as you can, and then you exhale. As slow as you can as you twist until you get all the air out of your lungs. Bring it back to the center. Take a deep breath in and fill up your lungs and go again. Slow, controlled, a beautiful move. You do you, okay? So whatever place you're finding yourself at for our first move today, get ready to go for 45 seconds. We are ready, we are set, and we are on. Here we go. A little bit of shoulders in. I promised you a little 5-minute core work. So here it is, folks. Come on, be in it with me. You're doing good. Your form looks great. I'm really proud of you. Yeah, I can see you. I see who's showing up. I see who's working hard. Who's putting one foot in front of the other some days. And that's good. Showing up, that's the biggest step, guys, especially if you're an early riser. Good, weight down to the floor. We're gonna flip it over onto all fours. Our next move is called bird dog. Hands are directly under your shoulder. You're gonna lift the right arm and opposite leg. Lift and hold and then switch. 45 seconds right here. Now if you have wrist issues, you can take a dumbbell and try to keep that in a neutral alignment. You're on, folks. Keep going. Don't stop. Or you can take the standing here and go opposite arm and leg, okay? Opposite arm and leg. So slow and controlled. Come on, we're halfway there. Squeeze the glutes as you lift and lengthen. It's our second move. You're almost there. And release it. Flip it over onto your stomachs for flutter kicks. Okay? So flutter kick option here for those laying on the ground. You're going to lay flat. Your hands can go slightly under your butt. Or for a harder version, take them out to the side, whichever works better for you. Pointing those toes, keeping the legs just a tiny bit off of the ground. Head, neck, and shoulders can relax, or for more of a challenge, you can look at your toes. Okay, so if you need to do this in a seated position, I want you to lean back, place your hands behind you, and just practice lifting the legs up one at a time. Okay, so you're activating the lower core here, just like we are, but in a modified version. You can do this from a chair too. Just you're seated upright, you lean back slightly, hands are behind you, supporting you, chest is tall, and you lift here, okay? So that's your modified flutter kick. Get ready, get set. We are on, folks. 45 seconds. Come on. Working the transverse abdominal muscles. They are the deep muscles in our lower abs, and they need attention. They need to be activated. Strong core is a strong foundation, you guys, physically. Okay, so we've got to have a strong abdominal section and obliques and glutes and inner and outer thigh, lower back. Come on, we've got 10 seconds. Kick, 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 kick. Go, 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 go. We're almost there. Release. Knees into your chest for a little stretch real quick. Okay, last two moves are your obliques. I will show you the laying down version, and then if you want to keep it standing, grab a dumbbell and I'll be with you in just a second. So you're going to take it to your side here on the floor. Top leg's coming forward, okay? So it's just coming forward and resting on the floor. That bottom leg is lifted up off of the ground. Bottom arm is forward, top arm is up. You're lifting that bottom leg, and you're lifting your body up at the same time. Isolating the obliques right here, okay? You could do it here if that other way doesn't feel right. Hips are stacked, knees are bent, and you're isolating that oblique. Or for a standing option, grab your dumbbell, and you can do your obliques here, okay? 3 different options there. So really, I'm giving you 5 minutes of motivation, but I've just given you so many moves. So watch the replay of this, take some notes, or come back and do the last 5 minutes of this workout anytime when you need a little extra core work. Okay, 45 seconds is on now. Top leg forward, bottom leg is extended, bottom hand is pressing into the ground, reaching up and down. Come on. Good isolation move. We are halfway there. Reach up. Good job, you guys. Woo! I feel that in my obliques. Come on, 3, 2, 1. Release it. Go to your back, knees into your chest. Rock them in and out. And flip over to the other side. Very last move of the morning. Get ready. Get set. And here we go. Top leg forward, bottom leg extended. Press that bottom front hand into the ground, okay? Just press down. Good work. Halfway there. Working your obliques. Come on. Keep that leg that's being lifted, keep that foot activated so it's flexed. Almost there. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release it. Woo! Onto your backs. Rock yourself up. Or over to your side and rock yourself up. That concludes our 5 minutes of core. You guys did amazing today. I'm super proud of you. Thank you all for joining me. Before we leave today, wanted to share a little word with you this morning. And it's in the spirit of Holy Week. It's in the spirit of Easter. And then also, in lieu of everything that's going on in our world right now. So this sign behind me, love is greater than fear. It is inspired by Revelation Wellness. It's a fitness ministry that I've been a member of for, since they started their membership, so maybe 9 years. I think it's 9 years. I've been an instructor for about 5 years now. But they are very near and dear to my heart, and this is them. Love is greater than fear. This is what we teach, we preach, we share. And the other day I was listening to a podcast, and it was talking about everything that's going on in the world and how there is so much fear. And the author of the podcast said, folks, think about the days leading up to Jesus' death. There was celebration, and then there was fear because he kept talking about leaving them. He kept talking about this unknown. And so there was kind of this fear stirring, this worry stirring. And then the day came when he was arrested and beaten and taken to the hill to be crucified. There was a lot of fear going on then and worry. And you guys, here's the beautiful thing is that it didn't end there. That's really just the beginning. And yet we all can get stuck in fear, right? And I feel like so many of us are stuck right where we are right now in this spirit of fear. But when Jesus died on the cross, yes, he rose 3 days later. But when he died, you guys, as soon as he took his last breath, he said it was finished. And it wasn't like, hey, I'm finished, I'll be back in 3 days to do the good works. He said it's finished. And so from that point that he took his last breath, there was that breakthrough, there was that freedom, there was that saving grace for all of us distributed. And then he rose again, and he showed us that victory. We are a society, we like instant gratification. We would have liked to have known had we lived at that point in life or at that point in time, and I believe that they probably feel the same way we do. They wanted that instant gratification. They wanted to know, like, well, what does this mean? Oh my gosh. And for 3 days, some believed because they had heard the words from years prior, or maybe there was a stirring within them that love was greater than fear, right? And some believe, some just were so stuck in their fear and worry. And so, like, there's this song that I've been listening to called Breakthrough, and my kids and my husband are like, what in the world is that? And I'll put the link in the comments below, and you can take a listen to it. It's different than most songs I listen to, but yet it brings me such a sense of freedom and excitement and joy. And I feel like right now in this season of life, we need to have that breakthrough. Like, yes, this is fearful and this is hard and it's stressful, and I'm not minimizing any of this at all. But I'm saying that there's a breakthrough because we have to believe that on the other side of this, our world is going to be better and stronger. And our faith is going to be stronger. And we're going to be healthier. And we're going to be more whole because we are pausing and taking care of relationships. So in 2 Corinthians 2:14, the Message, I was reading through this devotion that I was sharing with you guys last week. And the title of this one, it says, Before the Breakthrough Comes. And I like how God just always kind of uses a word or something like over and over and over again in my life, and he's trying to teach me a message. So I'm sharing this with you guys, but it often kind of moves my spirit to tears or to get teary-eyed or emotional, because it's like, okay, God, you prepared me to tell this to others, but I didn't realize you were preparing this for my own heart. But it says in 2 Corinthians 2:14, the Message version, it says, In the Messiah in Christ, God leads us from place to place. Through us, he brings knowledge of Christ. Everywhere we go, people breathe in the exquisite fragrance. So the thing that really struck me with this is it says, God leads us from place to place in one perpetual victory parade. One of the things that I just thought about lately with this, and thinking of breakthrough and how God is leading us through this time, is all of these parades that people are doing right now. Our teachers, they did a parade in our neighborhood. We have a friend that had a birthday. We did a parade in her driveway. I talked to a friend the other day as I was coming into a store. She was leaving, and she said, we're headed to a kid's birthday parade. We're just going to drive through the neighborhood. We've decorated our cars. And it says right here, which these parades that we're doing right now, I just get emotional every time I think about it, because this is the deal. Like, we aren't allowed to go and do anything right now, but we still want to celebrate our people. We still want them to know how much we love them. And so we get in our cars and we go and we parade around a neighborhood or around somebody's house to show them our love and our affection. And I feel like that's us showing our light to others. And it says God leads us from place to place in one perpetual victory parade. And I feel like these parades of ours are like God saying, go shine your light. And it's a victory parade because it's saying, hey, you know what? We are stuck at home, but we're still going to celebrate those that we love. We're still going to find joy. We are still going to celebrate and find victory, and not let Satan think, okay, things are horrible, we have to stay home and do nothing and be doom and gloom. No, we can still go out and we can be safe, and we can do that victory parade around a neighborhood and wave to our friends and blow them kisses. And so, I don't know, that just really struck me because I've seen so much of that lately. And God's saying that he is our victory parade too. He is going to lead us from place to place, and we are supposed to shine our love and our light just like we are right now. And it's going to be a huge victory celebration. And that's the breakthrough. We've broken through from fear, and now we're going out and we're showing love. And we're showing joy, and we're showing hope when we do those. And it says, through us, he brings knowledge of Christ everywhere we go. And so last week when we talked about making sure that you take time to see the awe and be inspired, that's what we need to do. He brings knowledge of Christ everywhere we go. And so when we start to get centered on his word and pray and be in the word and get to know him more, we're going to start seeing him every single place we go. And he says that we will breathe it in like this exquisite, that's a tough word for me, exquisite fragrance. Just this thing that overpowers us. and brings us joy. And one of the things that I love most, and I can say, like, there are scents that just bring me joy. There are scents that trigger memories, sometimes good and sometimes bad, but most of the time good. And one of my favorites is like if I smell a certain candle or I smell a certain thing, it reminds me of home, my mom and dad's house. And I love that. I walk in and I'm like, this is home, this is comfort, this is joy, this is love. Or sometimes there's a certain cologne that reminds me of my husband. You know, if I'm out shopping and someone says, hey, smell this, and it's this scent that reminds me of him, and that's a sense of security. And that's exactly what God's talking about here. There's this exquisite fragrance that reminds us of joy, of love, of security, of our Heavenly Father. And so, you guys, these are things that are a breakthrough. I believe that God wants us to focus on these good things, these memories, these joys, these things that we love, and realize that we do not need to be in a spirit of fear, but to focus on His love and to break through that fear each and every day. Even though we don't know the answers, we don't know how long this situation is going to go, we don't know what the other side is going to look like, but we're going to believe in the hope and the mercy and the grace of our God and know that love will win every single time. So I hope that blesses you today, and I will continue to pray for each and every one of you. Take care of your bodies. Thank you for moving with me today. Make sure that you drink lots of water, you rest, and that you stretch if you are a little sore. I will be back here at Thursday morning at 5:30, and I hope you will join me then. Thanks so much and have a great day.